It wasn't a ranked team or any of that, just a good win to get started off on the right foot, being 1-0 in the conference. I told my guys after the game they showed signs about 8 minutes in the first half of brilliance. And then they have 4 or 5 minutes of lull. Same thing in the second half. If they could ever figure it out, which I think they will being a new team, then they got a chance to really compete for something special. And that's always been our goal, and really proud of the way they played today. We didn't take 20 three-pointers or 18 three-pointers, and then look how we played. And, I've been trying to put that through their head, and they're trying to figure it out. But we've got to really be positive about the win today. Not real positive, again, about the free throws, but we've got to get better at that. But really good senior leadership from Hugh today. Really proud of those guys. So it was a good win for us. Especially after not playing extremely well on the 23rd, which we were all disappointed in, especially myself, and that was my responsibility. So other than that, DD didn't start, and Goodman did not play for violation of team rules. And it's nobody's business to know what those are. That's just the way I'll leave it. That's a coach's decision, and that's why he didn't start, and that's why Jordan didn't play. The reason why DD played is because DD's been here and he's won a championship. Jordan hadn't done anything yet. So that was my decision and my staff's decision. So that's a decision we made.
Coach, you guys started off tonight with 25 of your first 30 points from guys who basically weren't playing last year. Lobos was included in that, but
right.
Didn't play much last year.
Right.
Joe, Sam, Xavier Adams. What does that mean does that just kind of put a stamp on this team as a new look kind of team going in and out?
Well, I think that's a good observation in the sense that I thought Xavier played extremely well. I thought he was able to make shots because he took good shots. I think we played good basketball in stretches for 8 minutes at a time in the first half and 8 minutes at the time in the second half where they had to call timeouts. Obach is getting better. He's improving. JJ's improving. Devin Williams has really improved. Devin's got to play every possession 100%. Devin kind of paces himself, gets tired, and then he doesn't realize that we got other people on the bench. And that's one thing he's been in a little lull for. But I thought he played extremely hard tonight and did some good things. But and Joe played extremely well for a freshman big. Did some really nice things. Really happy for those guys because our program has been development. And, we're going to make guys better. We're going to show them how to get better. But also, I'm really happy for them because our program stands for something. And that's one thing I've tried to get through to Dede and I try to get through to Jordan. This program has been established to have excellence, and you don't want to go outside of that. If you go outside of that and think you're going to use our program to get what you need, it's not going to happen. The guys that have came through here and done what the programs ask them to do and been men and been mentored and do the right thing, they've been successful. And the guys that didn't, they weren't here. And that includes how you are in the community, how you are in the school, how you are on the floor. And, I'm happy to say after this semester, we broke the record for academics with a 3.1. Which has never been done. And I'm really proud of my kids for that because the biggest impact I'm going to make on my kids is them getting a degree. So, I was impressed with those new guys, and that's going to put a stamp on how much we improve and how much we get better as a program down the road, and that's what we're doing here.
Discipline extend beyond that.
Did you like the way the half-court trap looked? Could you just explain it at a timeout on?
Well, we've used it a couple times. Yeah, I was happy the way our guys played defense. I thought we changed up some things. I think that's some things we've never done in the past. I think we can do that with our length and our quickness. Wasn't real happy the way we really got out. They hit the 4 out of 6 threes because we just kind of gave them horse shots. We didn't close out like we're capable of doing. But I think our zone was excellent. I think our 1-3-1 half-court trap was excellent. So, I was really happy that they were able to take that from the practice floor and we called it on the spur of the moment and it worked. So that's always good as a coach to see that.
Just get back real quick. One follow-up to the discipline. Is that going to extend beyond?
No.
Talk about Tim Jacobs got a start tonight.
Last one. He's a backup guard.
So that was a Deshaun thing, not necessarily a Tim breaking into the starting lineup.
Yeah.
For the transition, too, I know emphasis, but it seemed to really pay off and built the lead.
Well, it helps us when you're 340th in the country in three-point shooting percentage, and you play a team that's 350. So if we can get out transition and we can get a little float or offense, we're able to get easy scores, we're able to get paint scores, and then the three-point shot will open up. We were able to shoot it well tonight and shoot it well above what we've ever shot it, 8 of 10, because they were good shots. They weren't forced shots. They weren't shots under duress. They weren't shots with people in our face, and that's what we have to do to play good basketball. And I was really proud of our kids. They did that.
So it was kind of entertaining from being down there. It was kind of it happened in the second half where you really wanted to give an emphasis on showing hands, getting the defense active, and the crowd seemed to feed off of it. Can you just elaborate on what you were trying to get across to your team during that moment?
I don't think I've ever done that, but I have to do whatever I can to help my team win. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to win. But I also have to be willing to become a better coach. And I think that's one of the things I'm going to have to do with this team. I'm going to have to bring them energy, my passion for the game, my love for this school. And that's just part of being a good coach. And, that's one thing that I tried to do, and I think the guys fed off of it. But I got to help a young team that hasn't been through the battles, and I think they had a decent out-of-conference season with all the injuries. If I said it on the radio today, if you'd have told me we'd have the injuries we had before the season started, I'd say we'd 500, and we ended up 8-4. So, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make my team better and win games. And if it takes me jumping around and acting like a chicken with my head cut off, then I'll do that because I got to do whatever it takes. It's my responsibility, and I take it very seriously.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about CSU and what comes to mind?
Well, I just know Larry does a good job. They're going to play hard. It's a unique situation because I think they start 5 transfers, so that's different than the way we build our program or the way we set up our deal. I think they got 3 or 2 senior graduate transfers, which we haven't had any. So it's all different to us. But they're a veteran team. Larry does a hell of a job. He's a competitor. We've had some great battles with them. So really excited to get on to the next game. I'm going to let our guys enjoy this, and hopefully they'll have a happy new year. And it was a good start to the new year for us.
The only team that starts with 2 home games, how important is that?
I think that's just because they know what kind of facility we have. We have the best fans in the league, and we got the best facility. So they know that on New Year's Day that we're going to, bring 14,000 people, which is unheard of on New Year's Eve, and that's a credit to our fans. But people know around this country. Our conference knows. They see Pitt West during the tournament, and there's no, everybody can say, yeah, we had great teams. And we played really well. We won 3 in a row. Nobody's ever done it, but that crowd does a lot to that deal. And the crowd here does a lot to our team.
But it's paramount to start off.
No question, Lee. No question. Anytime you can get off to a 1-0 start and hopefully we can get another home win, you got to take care of home.
One more on Colorado State. Larry's team is always pretty tough, obviously, but this year they're an efficient offensive team. Do you see that in what you've looked at so far? Or
I have not watched 1 second of Colorado State. Sorry. I just haven't seen them. I was following, some things when they were playing New Mexico State. So, I haven't really – I've been trying to get focused on this Fresno game because I knew how important it was, Jeff. But I'll get after it tonight. Anybody else? I appreciate y'all for being here. Thanks a lot.